Hello world, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this tutorial. This is part 2 of our set, and you can check out the part 1 in my playlist, or you can check it on the channel. Guys, today we are going to create kind of design at the edges of our top. Yeah, and this is also very easy just to get it this finished look. Okay, so we are going to work over here, okay, where we did the single crochets or the back post single crochets. So first of all, you insert your yarn over here, then you make single crochet in each of the stitch holes that you see until you get to where we made the back post single crochet. So you make your single crochet, yeah, and when we get to this part where the back posts we make a double crochet. So we make 5 double crochet into that same stitch hole. So 5 double crochets into that same stitch hole. If you are new or you've not yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, comment, hype if you can. Okay, right, so you are making 5 double crochets. When you're done with the 5 double crochet, what you do is you may continue with your single crochet over here. Okay, so we start from where the meshes start from. You make single crochets, so you make single crochet until you get to where the loop is. Then we are going to make 5 double crochet into that same stitch hole. This is a kind of shell. Okay, so it's a shell, but it's 5 double crochets. Then we make a single crochet at where the meshes starts again. Then we go over again making single crochets until we get to where we made the front post single crochets. Okay, make a 5 double crochets into the same stitch holes. So it's just kind of repetition of the, just make sure that you make your 5 double crochets at where we did the single crochets, or where we did the front post single crochet. So that's it. That's the design for the edges. This is very easy, very easy. Right, so after finishing, this is what we have. So you see that our edges have become very nice. You cut off all the excess, or you sew in the excess, and you are good to go. So our top is ready. Now guys, let's move on to the skirts. The skirt is also very easy to make, the same stitches that we used for the top. Okay, so with the skirts, you first of all make a chain and you put it around your waist to find out if it's okay for you. If it's okay, then you continue with it. When you're done with your chain, what you do is you make a single crochet to join it. So just a single crochet to join it. Then you put your stitch marker there, just for you to know where you are starting and where you are ending your work. Okay, so next of all, you make double crochet in each of the stitch holes till you get to wherever. So you're just making single crochet round and round and round and round until we get to until it is long enough to cover our waist. Then we will increase when we are done. Okay, so make round and round double crochets until until we get to this part where it's long enough to cover your waist. Now we are moving on to your hip, which is much bigger than your waist. So what we are going to do is you are going to create an increment, and the increment you are going to create it at the side of our work. So from the beginning of our work, or from the beginning of the stitches, you are going to make 5 double crochet into just the very first stitch hole. So we've made 1, this is the second one, then we're going to make 3, 4 and 5 double crochets, and this will kind of increase the work at the end. And when you are done with your 5 double crochets, look out for the other side, which is the opposite side of it. You are going to make another 5 double crochets over there, but we are not yet there, so you just put an indicator or the stitch marker at that place, just for us to know that when we get there, when we get here, we're going to make another 5 double crochets. Okay, so let's continue with our normal double crochets in each of the stitch holes, 1 double crochets in each of the stitch holes as we started with. And guys, when we get to the other side too, we make 5 double crochets in the same stitch hole. Okay, then we continue making our double crochets round and round and round. So after here, when you're done with this row, you go for another row of just 1 double crochet in each of the stitch holes. Okay, so we've already created that kind of increment by adding 10 more stitches to the side of our work. So you're going to go in with normal double crochets round and round, and you might get to a place where you will need to measure if the increment that you created is big enough to cover your hip. You are good to go. But if it is smaller, you will need to create another increment by making 5 double crochets at the edges, and you keep on moving just like this. Okay, till it is wide enough to cover your hip. Okay, so let's move on with our double crochets round and round and round and round. And guys, after several rows, you should be getting something like this. Now you go round and round until the height is long enough for you. Okay, and when we get to the end of your work, you're just going to make a single crochet to keep your work neat and straight. So just a single crochet and another slip stitch and the last slip stitch. Okay, Guys, when you're done with your skirt, you're going to create the ruffles just like we did for the bra caps. So I'm going to make my first ruffle on the second row, then I'm going to leave out, like I'm going to skip like 2 to 3 rows, then I'll make the next ruffles, then I'll also make another one. So I'm making 3 in all. You can make many ruffles as you like, but I'm only going to make 3 rows of it. Okay, so just like before, you make your double crochets on the double crochets that we have. Okay, so you yarn over right on top of it, the loop over there, you pull your yarn through, pull through 2, and you pull through 2. Okay, so right just like we did for the top, you are making a double crochets. When you're done with your double crochets going round, you are going to make 3 double crochets in each of the stitch holes that you have created, and it's just like the top that we did. Okay, so let's do it. Guys, at the end, this is what we have. You have to join the beginning and the end by either using a single crochet to join the 2, or you just continue making your 3 double crochet in each of the stitches. Okay, so 3 double crochets, and that will create that ruffle. When you get to the end, you just make a single crochet or a slip stitch to join them, then you cut off your excess, tie it, and you can sew in your excess or you cut it off. Guys, I'm going to skip 2 rows, then I'm going to make it on the 3rd. If you want the ruffles to be closer, you have to skip like 1 or 2. Now I'm going to skip 3, so sorry, 2. So in the 3rd, I'm going to make my ruffles just like I did. Guys, at the end, this is what I had. Isn't this so beautiful? You can keep on making your ruffles and ruffles depends on how long you want your skirt to be. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your bell, give me a like and hype. I'll see you guys in my next video tutorial. Bye.